Yo, what's up? Here we are, guys. Whoever was watching, thank you for watching, first of all. I don't know, since last week was my first YouTube video, and YouTube for some reason doesn't let you look at the views, so I don't know who's watching, but um, what I can say of last week, guys, is after that first episode, I felt relieved. I felt like I did something that I've been wanting to do for such a long time, and I just didn't. I didn't have the balls to do it, and the balls is a strong way to say it, but I was just scared to do it. And I think a lot of people want to do this, and the reason I'm doing this is not only to document my journey. That's like the core, but the reason I'm doing this is to speak to that version of me, whoever's watching, that also wants to do something similar. Likely, if you clicked on this video, and if you're not family or something, you also have some sort of desire to document, to show your journey. And I encourage you to do that. I encourage you to take that first step. Now, I'm speaking on this episode 2, as if I'm super confident and chilling, but that's not true. That first was the hardest. Now I feel much more relaxed to speak here, and to kind of have episode 2 and relax and kind of speak about whatever I want to speak about during the week. I mentioned in episode 1 that I'm going to be uh, talking about my learnings of the week and what happened along the week, but honestly, scrap it. I'm gonna be YOLOing it every single week. This week, what I want to do is I want to tell you a little bit about who I am, and I want to go a bit more specific into why I'm doing this. So let's get it started. Um, who I am. So for me, obviously I'm Duanty. My name is Duanty. I'm 23. I was born in Aruba. Most of you, or some of you, probably don't know what Aruba is. Aruba is a very small island in the Caribbean. It's paradise, honestly. It's one of the most beautiful islands in the Caribbean. And I was raised there, born, raised. I speak the language. And when I was 19, I went to the Netherlands for study. And that's kind of the path that most people, most students, teenagers, whatever, most take that route. Most go to the Netherlands and go study because we have that Dutch nationality, and we have that privilege to go to the Netherlands and get a loan to study. So that's what I did. I went to Rotterdam. I lived 3 years in Rotterdam, and I studied international business there. And during that 3 years, it's a 4 year study. During that 4 years, before I even started, I knew. I told myself that these 4 years, I'm gonna finish them. No, that's the wrong way. I told myself that during these 4 years, I have an opportunity to figure out what the fuck I want to do. I knew I was always good in school. I was always just passing. I never didn't pass the test, and I was always passing the school, the classes and everything. But it was like, what am I learning? I felt like I wasn't learning anything. First year of my school in Rotterdam, ChatGPT came out. It was like, after ChatGPT came out, I was like, okay, you don't have to do anything. You can just use ChatGPT and get a degree. So I was like, okay, what the fuck am I gonna do? I was looking into different things: affiliate marketing, drop shipping, Ball.com is something. It's like an Amazon of the Netherlands. What was I looking at? Trading, crypto, stocks, all of that. I was knew I wanted to do something. I just didn't know what. Now there's this guy, and I think it's because I was searching these things, some people would get into my algorithm, Instagram, YouTube algorithm. This guy always showing up, called Joshua Katz, and he had a community called the Dropship Academy in the Netherlands. And there was this video, and it came, and he was like, hop on a free call. We're gonna help you start your business in that free call, and it doesn't cost you anything, right? It's free. So I was like, what can it hurt? Let me just hop on the call. I hopped on a call. I got on this call with this sales guy I didn't know at the time, and he was like, "Hey, Duanty, nice to meet you. We're gonna have a call right now, and he asked me a few questions, and I explained to him kind of what I wanted and where I'm at. At the time, I didn't know anything about drop shipping. I had an idea of what it was, but I didn't know. And at the end of the call, which we had good chemistry, and it went well. He was like, Duanty, congratulations. I've just qualified you for one of 25 people that we're selecting to come into the community since we are limited in space. I felt amazing. I felt like, oh my God, I'm special. I'm 25. At the time, I didn't know that this was a sales tactic. Um, he sends me, we schedule another call, and he comes on the call, and he's like, yeah, Duanty, so it's gonna be 3,000 euros to join. And I'm like, what? 3,000 euros? At the time, I was doing driving for Albert Heijn, the biggest supermarket in the Netherlands. And I just didn't have a lot of, I maybe had 3.5k euro just saved as just safety, you know. He was like, 3k, you gotta pay 3k to get into the community. I was like, what? I don't have that, man. I mean, I was hesitant. I was very hesitant, but I just knew, like, yo, I'm 21 at the time. What let's just do it. Fuck it. I have a job. If it doesn't work out, I still get money. I still work, and I earn that money back. So I just took the leap. I started. The Dropship Academy was where I learned. That's where I made my first sale. Now, for me, my first sale wasn't like everybody else says in this space, that it's the most beautiful thing in the world, that it changes your life. For me, my first sale was like what's that validation that you need to have to continue going. You do some hard work, you get how do you say this? Compensated. Hard work compensated, and I just kept that going. And now we're here in Paraguay. During the journey, I learned a lot of things. I can go a bit deeper into it, but I don't want to make this one too long. I'm already 7 minutes in. Let me just give you an understanding of why I'm doing this. Not why, but for who. I'm making these videos to attract. I'm making these videos, first of all, it's for myself, or for my future self to look back. I'm probably gonna look back at this right when I'm like 40, and I'm gonna be cringing, but I'm doing it for myself. And apart from doing it for myself, I'm doing it publicly because I know that it's a lonely game. Business in general is a lonely game, and like on the street, while doing regular things like going to the gym and restaurants, I'm not meeting people, like-minded people. So I'm doing this to attract like-minded people. And if you clicked on this video and you're not my friends or family, it's likely because you want to have financial freedom, you want to have freedom in general, you want to build something really nice, like a brand or whatever business you're in. And you maybe deep down you also want to document your journey, but you're just afraid to do it, like I was, and I still kind of am. But after that first video, I'm like, what the fuck, let's do it. I uploaded that first video, and I was like, okay, that's good, let's go. And moving forward, I'm gonna YOLO these videos. So to recap, I'm doing this for people that are like-minded, people who want to build, people who want to have a positive impact in the world, and achieve freedom. Live the life that we only have one. So live the life that you want to live, and dream big dreams. Have goals that are like that people around you would like doubt, would not believe, can't even comprehend, can't even put their hands on it. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I have so many dreams and goals. Not so many, but the ones that I have in place that I'm not gonna share yet, they're big ones. And if you would have asked me a year ago, I would not even I would say, Duanthi, you gotta be realistic. But now I'm at a point that I know that that shit is not, you should never limit yourself to realistic, because whatever you set your mind to, you can do. And one quote that takes me, that helps me, not helps me, but that really stuck with me, from Alex Hormozy, and recently, and another guy called founder of Bloom, Greg Lavecchia, I think his name is. They said it's like, during the journey in business in general, but I think this is matters for life. It's not only limited to business. It's like every path is gonna be difficult. Every path you choose to take, it's gonna have the same obstacles. It's gonna be stressful. It's gonna be it's gonna require sacrifice. So if every single path that you want to take is gonna be, it's gonna have the same obstacles, why not why not go for the moon? You know, why not go for big? And that's what I want to help bring out to the world through these videos, and looking at myself in the future. So thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you next week. Peace.